Recording,
everybody.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
Welcome to Two Black Girls, One Rose.
Where two black-ass girls invade the whitest show on earth, The Bachelorette. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Justine.
And what an episode that was.
Woo!
Considering the complete nonsense we watched last week, they truly made up for it this week. It was like night and day. It was like watching a completely different show.
Yeah, it was. I guess I had to make up for it. Yeah, definitely.
I have a lot of thoughts. I had watching the episode, I was having a lot of visceral reactions, like laughing out loud, shouting at the screen, talking to myself like a crazy person.
Oh God, your Instagram story had me howling.
I had a lot to say. Like, I put it on Instagram because I literally found myself talking to myself a lot during this episode. So I was like, somebody needs to hear this.
It made me want to live in the basement again.
Yes! We can watch together. I miss watching this together. In case you guys, I mean, we've talked about this before, but we no longer record together. At very rare occasions. We don't really watch the show as much together. So, yeah, we'd love to get back to that. But we're in separate spaces, unfortunately. But yeah, I was personally going through a lot watching this episode.
Yeah, I had the personal enjoyment of watching this with my mother, which had me dying. So,
really?
Yeah, I'll let you know her thoughts because they were hysterical.
Oh, wow. Well, What were your initial thoughts? And maybe throw in your mama's.
Oh, my God. So, initial thoughts, and this was before any of this went down, right? This last hour. Skydiving dates are really the new double doors.
Yes.
We have skydiving dates all the time, and they are incredibly predictable. And it just proved so on this date when they skydived nude and had the exact same reaction as anyone else skydiving at any moment.
Right, clothed or unclothed.
It was no different.
No.
And I'm getting really tired of watching it. TBH.
Yeah. It's like a Bachelor staple at this point.
Yeah, getting real boring. Also, I have faith that there will be a Hannah uses her words moment every single episode from now on until the finale. Very confident because that girl is really learning how to stick it to him. I think using Luke P as her biggest tool.
Yeah, he's definitely given her a lot of moments. That's for damn sure. I don't know why she's subjecting herself to having to go through these moments, but okay.
Yeah, they're their thing. And then I haven't seen this much intense drama with men in the house like this yet. And I wanted to ask you if this has been a thing before. Where it's gotten to be where we're very close to hometowns and they're still yelling at each other.
Yeah. He's such a I'm trying to think back to past seasons if collectively everyone has just so despised someone in such a way.
Yeah.
There's always a villain that people don't really get along with, but not in a way that because he's now affecting everyone else's, he's affecting cocktail now they're not having cocktail parties.
No, they're not a thing anymore.
Yeah. She's going straight to rose ceremony every damn week. And that's all because of him. He's taken the attention of every group date. I don't know if we've ever I'd have to rack through my Bachelor historian knowledge. But anyone who's been this completely hated by everybody.
And is so today when Jed was like, guys, we have to stop yelling. That shouldn't be happening now.
Yeah.
It's like they're at recess. It's a lot.
Yeah. And yeah, that was a funny moment because they're all it's all of them against him. They all collectively are on the same page, on the same boat, supporting each other. Even when Peter got his date, they were like, "Oh yeah, he's such a great guy. Good for you, Peter." They were so hyped for this man. That was their friend, and they were so happy to see him doing well in life.
Yeah. Oh, Peter.
And then they all just collectively cannot stand Luke P. I'm trying. I gotta wrap my head around. Somebody email us.
Someone
past Bachelor villains who might rival Luke P, but I don't know if I could think of one in this way.
Yeah. All right. Those are my initial thoughts. What about you, friend?
Me, so I already said I thought this was like a really great episode. I have a lot of thoughts. I think Luke P is a fantastic villain because I feel like there's a lot that can be learned from watching him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like other villains have been villainous in like an entertaining way.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he is villainous in like a learning lessons way. Like
yes, for the Bachelor's main audience.
yes, a lot of young women
Yeah.
who I feel like I really really hope they're watching this and are recognizing they're watching his actions and they are beginning to recognize it for its abusiveness and its like toxicity and how crazy he is, and maybe seeing him acting like this, like live and in the flesh, in person, like watching it on television, not experiencing it themselves. Watching it, they can somehow feel some type of familiarity with it and can learn from it.
And hopefully can feel a connection with Hannah, who is struggling with it. And everyone on the outside knows it's terrible for her.
Right, exactly. Collectively, we're all watching. There cannot be anyone watching this who is not also saying, Hannah, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, with this guy. Yeah.
What are you doing with him? Like, you're giving him another road. Like, there can't be anyone who's watching and it's like, yeah, Luke P again. Like, yes, so excited he got a road. Like, everyone is watching it. Like, what is this girl doing?
Or like, damn, I've been there before. I know how she feels.
Or that, yes, exactly. So I really hope that they're seeing this as like a very fucked up situation and are recognizing him for his like being psycho and like completely unhealthy and are watching it and learning from this, which is a lot to ask from this show. But I do think that there is a learning lesson in here. And aside from him just being this big Bachelor villain, like there's something to be had from the way this is all being like constructed and shown on television. And they're editing it in a way so it's like definitely they're doing it for entertainment. They're not editing it to like give learning lessons to young women, but like they are. I am recognizing, particularly in the scene, and we'll get to it, where he's like basically gaslighting the shit out of Hannah and trying to like talk himself out of that, like where he confronted her about you know, bungee jumping naked with Garrett.
Your body's a temple.
Yeah, your body's a temple foolishness. But the way they edited it, and I don't know if they did this on purpose, but they really highlighted the gaslightingness. Like how in one breath he would say something, and then the next breath he would say, "No, that's not what I said," or "You misinterpreted what I said," or
"You misunderstood what I said." Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know watching this, no one could be watching this not recognizing this as complete abuse and like completely toxic. And so I really hope that this was definitely an episode where I feel like people could learn from, or women could learn from this, particularly young women, hopefully.
That's true.
So those are my thoughts.
Yeah, wow.
Woof. Before we get into the episode, though, I do want to hear about your life. We've been away from each other, guys, for a while. Yes.
Yeah.
I was out the country. Justine was doing her thing. I was completely off the grid for the last week, so I'm like, I got back on Instagram today and saw that you went to that beauty event.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, friend.
Hey guys, that's a little taste of this week's episode. If you want to hear the full recap,
head on over to patreon.com/2blackgirls1rose and sign up to get weekly recaps and other Bachelor content from us.
See you next week.